Hello, everyone. I'm a couple of minutes early just to make sure everything is going okay. I have a new camera set up, and it took me a minute to get it set up, so I'm trying to get it right here. So come on in and say hello and let us know where you're watching from. I'm Lisa Brown with Ink and Inspirations, and excited to be here with you this evening to share a fun project with an oldie but goodie technique that, gosh, it has been years since I've done the baby wipe technique. Has anybody ever tried that technique? It's been around a long time. Um, but anyway, it was fun and lent itself really well to this soft seedling stamp set. I've seen some beautiful cards made with it, and just in time for fall. So come on in and we'll get started here in just a few seconds. Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing this evening? I've been, it seems like we've just been running all over town today. Went and got, hey Connie, went and got my hair cut. We had to get, where did we go? Gosh, we did so many things. Hey Carol, went to pick up Mia from school, brought her home, gave her something to eat, and then came back, and Jackie had a prescription that was ready for pickup, or we thought, and they said, oh, it'll be about 20 more minutes. So I was really glad we called. And then I just went, ran out and got it and came back. So anyway, welcome. I'm so glad to get started. If you are new, I'm Lisa Brown with Ink and Inspirations, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you from Southeast Texas. So let's get started. First, a few reminders. On the screen, you can see my current host code. When you place an order through my online store, if you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to serve you. And you use that code, and it helps me earn some fun gifts and prizes that I can pass on to you. Anyway, and if you're a demonstrator, welcome. Thank you for being here. And if you've ever thought about becoming a demonstrator, we'd love to have you join our stamping community. So give me a shout out if you want to learn more about that. One more thing, this month Stampin' Up! Has the September weekly deals, and there are a new set of deals up there this week. And so be sure and check that out in the online store as well. Let's see what else. Paper pumpkin. This is the time of year. This is my favorite time of the year for paper pumpkin. And the 10th of this month will be the last day that you can subscribe to get that cute Halloween kit. I can't wait to see it. I've ordered several because the girls like to help me with that. And then from there on, we'll have like Christmas kits, and I don't know. I've seen a little preview, and it looks like it's going to be a holiday probably in October and holiday in November. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and flip you to just my desktop. Okay, again, I have the Soft Seedlings stamp set. It is in the Stampin' Up! Mini Catalog. And let me see if I can get this on. And let's see if I can find it for you in here. Soft Seedlings, page 53. And here it is. And when I first saw it, I loved it. I have this love of leaves. And so I just thought that is going to be a beautiful set, easy to work with, and sure enough it is. You can do all kinds of things with it. So this is the stamp set we're going to be using tonight with the baby wipe technique. Okay, so let's start out and work on our card base, okay? So I have a piece of So Saffron 4 1/4 by 9 3/4, and I'm going to score it at 3 1/4 and 6 1/2. So I'm going to get my Simply Scored scoring tool, and you can score with your Stampin' trimmer too. You know, it has a scoring blade, but I like my scoring board because I don't have to move my paper. It's there unless I have to turn it if I'm making a 3D item or a different kind of fun fold. Otherwise, I can just leave it here and do all of my score lines. So let me get this over here again. Again, that's 4 1/4 by 9 3/4, and I'm going to score at 3 1/4 and 6 1/2. Okay. And then we're going to accordion fold this. Okay, so I'm going to fold back and then like this. And the opening is going to be over here on this side. Okay, so let me get my bone folder and give it a good crease. Where did my bone? Here it is. So anyway, it seems like this is the time of year where we're having doctor appointments and dentist appointments, and oh my goodness, I have been like in a little bit of discomfort because I have to have a root canal next week. I know. Yay. So anyway, I'm ready to get that over with. All right, so you see we have that like that, and we're going to set that aside. And then let me show you some other pieces here we're going to be working with. I am using the Gingham Cottage Designer Series paper stack that's in the mini catalog. It comes in a lot of different colors and it's lots of different gingham prints, okay? Very good backgrounds. It's a subtle background for your really dynamic images and just makes some really pretty cards. I love it. Okay, so I have one piece that's cut 3 by 4, okay? And then a piece of pumpkin pie that's 3 1/8 by 4 1/8. And so what I'm going to do is just put this over top like that. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. All right. And that is going to be the front of our card with the fun fold. So a little bit of glue there. Let's put it down just like that. Okay. So now I have a piece, and it's the flip side of this big gingham. Okay, it's a smaller gingham, and it is going to go over top of this 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 piece of pumpkin pie. So we're going to layer that, and I decided to do that 1/8 inch cut there because I love that little bit of border of the orange, the pumpkin pie, extending beyond the designer paper. It's here. Okay, let's go ahead and put this over top here. So now we have that. Oop, need to move that over just a bit, which is why I like the liquid glue. It's a little more forgiving. Well, Lisa, Jackie helped set up my new camera stand. It's actually my phone. I'm having issues tonight. I mean, what is the deal? And so I put it up and I thought, oh, I don't know if it extends far enough over my desk, but I'm thinking I like it. Okay. All right. So now we have that. And then there's a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece of So Saffron. And so this is all going to layer over top of that. Okay, let's go ahead and put that on. Anyway, he just came in here. He said, do I need to add an extender to that? I said, no, I'm going live in about 5 minutes. I don't have time for that. I'm going to try it like this. But I think it's okay. I just have more space between the edge of the desk and the crafting pad here. So I think it's going to work. All right. Put that down there. All right. So now this piece is going to go over top here, okay? And this is going to go here. I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece on top. It's that front. Remember that accordion fold opens up to the left, okay? Just like that. Okay, and then we're going to glue this back side down. And we're going to have a piece of basic white here, and then our image on the front. So let me go ahead and put that down. Let me see. And I just center it top to bottom, side to side. I don't measure it. Okay, so let's do that. I always have to check myself to make sure I put it the right way. It's like, for you, really? Adhere that. Okay, so here's the fold. Isn't that neat? Okay. All right, so now we're going to do our stamping. So I'm going to move this out of the way. And I am going to get, I have a piece of 3x4 basic white. And then I took another 3x4 piece and the scalloped contour dies, and I cut this out, okay, for our leaf image that we're going to stamp on the front. Okay, so but first we have to get our baby wipe ready. So I am going to get, I'm just using a stamp case, an old stamp case that I'm going to put my baby wipe on top of. It's got my chamois in there that I use to clean my stamps. And I think I might get a couple of these and make it a little thicker. Okay, so here it is. It's a small one. Okay, I'm going to make this like my ink pad. All right. And then I'm using my ink refills, Pumpkin Pie, Cajun Craze, and so saffron. Okay, so I'm going to start, I think, with Cajun Craze. And I don't know that really matters. And I'm just going to take it and put a bunch of drops all over this. I had my hands, when I was doing this the first time, so full of ink the other day. It's like, oh my goodness. And I don't know if y'all have ever heard this. You know how it's hard to get the ink off of your hands? Well, I mean, look, see, I've been stamping, so I've got some blue there. And when you wash your hair, it comes off. So shampoo is good for it. It's like, oh my goodness. And Nia was in here crafting with me the other day. This is pumpkin pie. And I'm being a little more heavy-handed than I was the other day, so we'll see how this works. Mia was in here the other day, and she, of course, what colors does she want to use to stamp with? The reds. And so she, I don't know how this is going to be. It may look like mud, y'all, but we're going to try it. She had ink all over her hands. Okay, so I'm going to get a piece of scrap paper first, because when I do this technique, I like to try it out first before I actually stamp it on mine. Okay, so here I have this leaf stamp mounted already, and I'm stamping, and let me see. Yeah. Okay, I like it. It's very muted. The colors are blended, and I like it. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do this. And I'm going to ink it up. And once you have, let me do this first before I be jabbering. Once you have your little ink pad made, go ahead and stamp several things. Oh, I like it. Look how those colors just blended so beautifully. I mean, definitely the Cajun Craze is the predominant color. Oh, yeah, Connie, dark blue. That makes a mess too. But I love it. It's just a hint of the saffron in there, and I think it's really pretty. Okay. Um, Next time I might try doing the saffron first and go really heavy on that and then doing. But right now, while I've got, I'm going to pull out some scrap piece and make use of this ink. What do y'all think? Okay. So you can do this and just stamp it on some scrap paper and, you know, save it for another project. These can be fussy cut out or die cut out. Let's see if I have some more paper here. Well, yes, I do. Of course I do. Okay, let me do it again. I'm going to do this. This can be like a card front, I think. Look. See, it just keeps on giving. All right. Oh, I love it, y'all. How fun. Look, and it just keeps getting lighter and lighter. I think I might leave, I'm going to do a little bit in the corner and then leave this place for a sentiment. Let me do this. There we go. Of course, I have to keep adding. Okay. So that can make a pretty card front. Okay. These I can die cut. Let me see. Here's another one. Let's keep going. Have any of you done this technique? Decisions. Okay. So I have some leaves ready to go for other projects. So now I'm going to set this stamp aside. I'm going to take this little baby and put it in the trash before I get it everywhere. Now that's not too big of a mess. Okay, so we have this. Oh, I forgot. Here we go. I wanted to do some of those little seedlings on this. So I'm just going to take this and go. This is the inside of the card. There. Oh, nope. I had a ghosting. Let's try it again. Well, let's just do this because it'll be light. Yeah, that'll work for the inside of the card. All right. Okay. So let's go ahead and glue that in right here, and then you can write when you stamp lightly like that. You can write a longer message. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to experiment with the colors too. It's like, you know, and with these leaves, it's like you can stamp them all one color, but it's so fun to play with them and the different color combos you can combine. I have some samples I'll show you. Okay, and so now this is going here. Isn't that sweet? Okay, let's put this here. All right, then what did I do with it? Okay, I had a little sentiment that I had stamped and fussy cut, but it has disappeared. I'm just going to look real quick. Oh, no, here it is. I knew I had it. So I needed a scrap piece of basic white. So I used the So Grateful and I stamped it in pumpkin pie. And then I just used my paper snips and cut around it, kind of like the Charming Sentiment stamp set. And now what I'm going to do, because when I was designing this card, I had just the white and I put it over like that, and to me it kind of got lost in the shuffle. So I thought, okay, I'm going to fussy cut it out, put it on another piece of So Saffron, and then I've got my paper snips, and I'm just going to cut around it. I'm just following the original cut, what I cut from the basic white, and just trying to make curvy edges. And so now look, see, it just kind of stands out a little more, and I think I'm going to come down with it a little bit. Let's see. I'll show you the original card too. I put use the Thinking of You sentiments. These sentiments are really pretty, and the font is gorgeous. See that? So grateful for you, thinking of you. Perfect. All right. Stampin' Dimensionals for the win. And let's see. I think I'm going to put that right. Let's center it. Then I thought the champagne rhinestones would look really pretty. So, what did I do? Right here. So I'm just going to scatter 5 of them. These are all the small size. Three, and then let's come over here. 4, 5. I like to use odd number. Okay. Isn't that pretty? Y'all need to try it. Look at that. I love that. Okay, let me show you the original card. Let me get all this off the board here. Here's this one with the Thinking of You. Okay. And see how I put the little seedlings there? And look, the leaves are, I mean, the color scheme is the same, but it looks different. Okay. So, love that. Don't y'all love that? Okay. Let me show you another card I made. I used that half card, what do you call it? The die that cuts that half card front. And this leaf I fussy cut. But what I did on this is I stamped it first with So Saffron, and then I used my sponge dauber on these with the pumpkin pie, and then around the edges I used Cajun Craze. Okay. And then I just stamped right on the card front here. And this ribbon, I love this ribbon. My friend Christine gave me this idea. It's the soft seafoam ribbon that I colored with my Stampin' blends. It's so pretty. Okay. All right. And then here's another one. And you'll probably see these cards on my blog. I'll be posting them. Look at this in the green. Isn't that pretty? And I did the same thing with the ribbon. That's Granny Apple. And I used Granny Apple and Shaded Spruce on these leaves. And I just sponge daubered them. Thank you. And look, just a simple hello there. And this paper is from the Celebrate Everything. It's a big hostess stack in the annual catalog. It's got like holidays and themes on all these beautifully colored papers. Okay. And these are some of my swaps. Showed you this the other day. Look, it's just like that. I think that's Gray Granite, Blackberry Bliss, Mossy Meadow, Cajun Craze. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and here's another one. That is Curry and Blackberry Bliss. Isn't that gorgeous? And look at the glimmer paper. So pretty. And here's another one with the sponge background, and then she stamped the leaf in black. I'm going to have to try this. Love it. Okay. All right. So thank you all for being here this evening. I'm so glad you were here to craft with me and watch. And if you have any questions about the card or any comments or anything, just post it below and I'll get back with you. And next week, I'm not sure if I'm going to do a live or a premiere. And it may be a different day, so I'll let you know in plenty of time. And have a great evening. Thank you if you're watching the replay, and I will talk to you again soon. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Take care. Bye-bye.